All right, I'm back. Today, it's sprinkling a little bit. It's not too bad. Got my peach tea. Oh, my left leg hurts, but we're gonna give it a go. Today is one of the shots I'm really bad at, or not bad, just I'm not practiced at, is the backhand kind of like turnover, or the like kind of drifting right putter, or kind of mid-range shot. So I feel like that shot's a little easier for me with the mids. So I'm gonna try to practice today with some putters. And it feels like wind-wise we have almost nothing. Maybe it's a slight tailwind. It's hard to, my hand is really big, it blocks everything, but I'm gonna try a couple of discs, and what I want is to not have to throw them very hard, but I want to make sure they're drifting right. That's the main thing. If I have to give them height, if they're really flippy, to do that, then good. And the last video I threw this fierce, so it does that. It doesn't feel the best for me, but that's one of the discs I'm gonna throw today. I'm gonna try these birdies because they're really slow, so I'm assuming they'll just kind of naturally fly like that. They're super deep, so they don't feel super great, but I have kind of like a normal DX, and then these are some old ones that I found in a used bin, so I'm gonna give those a try. I really like throwing thumb track discs a lot. This is a old Wizard that's kind of beat up. I've got a Nova, we'll try that one. This is a Glow Rico. This is a Sonic with some bird poop on it. And what else do I have? Normally, I throw either the Armadillo for this shot or one of my putting putters, depending. Like I said, the fan grip is kind of, these are kind of hard to throw. Usually they're really understable, so they're not really what I'm looking for this, but if I need like a little pop-up and carry forward, I might use those. But we're gonna go with the Armadillo first. I want it to like get up there and then drift right. Perfect. The Armadillo is glidier than the Berg, and it definitely has more flip in it, but it's like more flip with more stability, so it kind of like turns over and then it'll like kind of pan flat and ride that way, and that's why I like it for that shot. But I'm just not very practiced. I'm gonna try this bird doo-doo Sonic. It's okay if I put these on some Annie, because I just want to throw them gentle. I mean, it didn't go anywhere, but it held a gentle turn. This Rico X, I'm gonna throw a little harder. Ew, bird poo, I just licked it. Definitely stabled up, but it held for a long time and it went significantly farther, so it could be something I'd consider for that spot. Plus it glows in the dark like the Armadillo, so that's always nice if it's getting near the end of the day when you're finishing a round or just playing at night. Gonna try the Nova. That thing is so straight. Barely, I didn't throw it very hard at all, but just kind of held at a little angle. I mean, putters are going to do that, but I need a little bit more understability, because if I have to put it up high and get it to ride over that way, I think this will do that. This is the Fierce. Starting to rain a little harder now. There it is. Perfect. Didn't throw it super hard, but it just held the turn the whole way without getting over on a cut roll. This one I'm not really sure. Normally Wizards have beads, but this one is gone, so I don't really know what it's gonna do. Okay. Next time I'm gonna give it a little more height. I will try the brand new birdie. Yeah, it didn't really turn, but it held the angle. Maybe I'll throw it a little harder, a little higher. This is an older one, but doesn't look like anybody ever threw it. It flies super weird, very slow. I threw it up high and it drifted to the right. It didn't like get a lot of movement that way, it was just a gentle movement. I'm gonna try the same thing with this one. This one feels a lot cooler, a lot better than that one. That one's kind of slick. This one got some chunks out of it. Somebody used it. Feels nice and loved. Nice and high with some angle. Really good. More stable than I thought it was going to be. But we'll try my throwing putting putters and see what they do. Well, I threw that so high that it just went straight. Maybe not quite so high. There, that's what I expected to do. Also, there is a tailwind, so I think that's kind of making them look a little bit more stable. And they all just woof right at the end, but you're supposed to throw putters in a tailwind. That's what's up. This is just me walking off, seeing how far I threw this stuff. Some of them went 250 plus. I can't really say I threw them that great. I'm still working on this shot, obviously, but the armadillo is flying. I think it was around 215, 220 in that area. Very similar flights, but I'm also the most familiar with that. And some of them kind of stabled up in the tailwind and traveled a little straighter than I was expecting. So, yeah. All right, I'm back. It's raining a little harder, and also there's more tailwind. So I'm not really in a great spot to test this, but I'm here. This is the time I have, so we're practicing. I'll tell you what, I just threw a birdie 266 and I didn't even try that hard. Not bragging, just you know, they fly farther than I think, or than I thought they would. The farthest one, what was it, the Rico, and but that's because it went too straight. And the armadillo, which I thought flew perfect for what I'm looking for, was 214, somewhere around there. So I'm gonna throw a couple of these again, try to get the right shot shape. I might have to throw them a little bit more angled and a little bit faster because of this wind. Oh yeah, you know, it is what it is. I'm not really a big fan of the Sonic. It's fun to throw, I'll say that, but I'm not like in love with it on the course. But it's a really fun disc. And I'm not really going to throw my putting putters again. It's rare that I throw them anyways. Let's see. I might try to do the Nova again. I feel like it just kind of only does the angle that you put it on. Now with the tailwind, it might fight out of it some, but we're gonna try that. Also, this like really kind of beat up Wizard here. Got this from my friend. Oh man, I'll think of his name. I'll put it at the bottom. I'm gonna throw these birdies again, these old ones, because they flew so awesome. Especially that white one, it went super far. I'm gonna put some more angle on it. I think it kind of has a similar flight characteristic to the Nova, where you just put it on that angle that you want it on. It should hold that. Again, I don't know what it's gonna do with this. I must have hit a rock out there or something. I don't know what it's gonna do with the tailwind. Hopefully, since it's so deep, it won't care. But I don't really know all the weights to these. One of these is like 170. I don't know what this one weighs. One of them is 175. But here we go. We're gonna go birdies first, and then the Nova. New birdie. Put it on a big angle, nice and high. Okay, that's a, you know, it's a nice shape. Kind of just held an angle the whole time. Kind of want to have like a drifting right instead of a throw it to the left and then, you know, type of shape. We'll try that again with this one. Okay, it's not that glidey. It's a lot easier to throw than I thought it would be. I mean, it's like square, but this thumb track is nice. Well, I threw that really high, like a boob. All right, I don't want to hit dogs or anything, so I'm gonna hold up, try to get it to land the right of the broccoli tree. Oh, that was awesome. That was exactly what I was looking for. It was high, but then it was on the angle, and then it just held over to the right. That was perfect. I'm not in love with the way the Nova feels, but that's kind of the flight I'm looking for. This one I feel like I'll have to throw a little faster. Nope, I didn't need to do it. That one has a very flippy nature. The high speed is very understable, so. All right, back to the Fierce, nice and high. It's crazy how high you can throw that thing. I think the tailwind stabled it up some. All right, now the Armadillo. Oh yeah, oh, it's stabling up. Still though, still pretty good. All right. Wind is dying down a little bit after those throws. Sun's coming out. Rain is stopping. I Forgot this one was really flippy. After that first throw, I forgot. The armadillo was exactly where it was the first time, which is awesome. That's why I like it. Despite these flight numbers, I'm assuming most of them fly like this, but this one flips and then it like flattens and pans. It doesn't always drift very far as it's drifting. Sometimes it just kind of woof and falls out of the sky, but the shot shape before it does that is really good. And I'm okay with it kind of plopping to the ground. Honestly, that's not such a bad thing. These birdies are flying like really straight and really far. They're way better than I thought they were gonna be. I mean, they make the polecat look like Nova, really great. Feels like crap, flies really awesome. This Rico is just a great straight thrower. It's not really understable. I bet if I threw it on a forehand, it would like pop up nice. We'll give that a try. Oh yeah. Beautiful. But not really understable enough to hold a turn yet. I don't think any of these other discs, maybe the armadillo might have a similar flight to that, but a little bit more turn, so a little touchier. But I don't really feel like throwing the Fierce anymore, or the Nova. Just kind of bored with it. I'm gonna throw the armadillo again. All these birdies, they're fun to throw. And I'm gonna put this one way up in the air with some hyzer, and we'll see if we can't get a cool flight out of it. It's almost impossible to throw. It's like a roller. The wind is gone now. Here we go. Armadillo. Oh, I threw it really high. That went like 100 feet. All right, here we go. Man, these things are incredible. All right, right at the tree. Give me a drift to the right. Nope. Give it a little bit more trust, a little bit more angle. Get that drift. There it is. Landed like, stopped moving like 1 foot from where it landed. Nice. Normally I throw bergs for my upshots, forehand, and if it's really windy, I'll throw a zone, but the zone isn't quite stable enough anymore. So sometimes when I throw this shot, the berg is really nice, it'll plop down, but it doesn't always carry that far to the left. See? Even through a little hyzer, it just doesn't like carry that way. So that's why I need that like putter shot that drifts over there. Ooh, we got a little bit more, but still like half as much drift as I'd like. And I gotta throw these so hard, they just don't glide. Distance control, very good with these, but like movement, not very good. It's about as much hyzer I can throw, and it just doesn't really move a ton to the right. I don't know what I did with the armadillo. Put it somewhere. Oh, here we go. I'm gonna throw this one again because I like throwing it. Honestly, it's like a hybrid between a birdie and a rhino. I feel like it has a little bit more low speed stability than a rhino, but not as much high speed stability. And it similar depth to a rhino, but similar nose to a birdie. You know, not too much different there, but significantly different flight. Armadillo. There's the drift. Yay! That was awesome. That was a lot of drift to the right, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Also, the armadillo can hold up to some forehand power too. It's gonna have the high speed turn, but you can use it to, like, you know, just some touchy little forehand up shots and stuff. It's really nice. All right, let's try the birdies again. Let's get some angle on it. I'm gonna try to throw it high. We'll see how far they go. Oh man. Okay, I'm gonna throw them closer to the broccoli tree on center line because there's a right to left wind knocking them down. Perfect. That's exactly what I was looking for. All right, try the same thing. Yeah. All right, now this thing, I don't know what happened to it, but it doesn't fly. So I'm gonna just give it some hyzer and it'll go woo like that. It did like a full hyzer flip all the way to roll, and it was like 150 feet. But I think the armadillo is still winning in my bag. It's just has the flip, and then as it's riding over on that flip, it's panning out with its stability. For me, it's a lot glidier than a berg, so it seems glidey. I wouldn't really say it's a really glidey thing, but this thing rides over and it's panning out, so it never really like turns into a roller or burns over. So it's also a little shallower and it feels better in my hand than a birdie does. But I was very pleasantly surprised with the birdie. I thought it was going to be hard to hold, but I can kind of hold like a power grip like that, and it feels good. I can use my pinky and my pointer finger to kind of keep the disc on the plane I want. So it's not really a fan grip. I'd say it's a modified power grip. I don't really know what you call it. A flower grip? I don't know. Anyways, these are growing on me. I thought these were like a dog toy, but they're actually pretty good. The Sonic just doesn't feel right to me. That is a dog toy. And this like beat up Wizard was uncontrollable. I don't know what you would use a disc that's this flippy for. It doesn't glide. All it does is like barrel roll in the air. So I don't really know what you would use that for. Maybe like a standstill, like I'm gonna try to do a standstill Anhyzer because I can't do the forehand. I don't know, still kind of crappy. Just kind of finds the ground. But yeah, the wind didn't really cooperate, the rain, but I'm gonna keep on working on this shot, the backhand Anhyzer or straight to flip to the right and ride right, because I need it in my game. Everybody seems to be better than me at that skill. So I'm gonna work on it, and then I'm gonna get a ton of birdies with it. And then I'm gonna say, in your face.